But first, an hours-long standoff with police in Detroit. Children inside the home as bullets are flying. And once the tear gas cleared, the man who was pulling the trigger is nowhere to be found. Topping our news tonight at 5. Right now, police are still actively searching for that man.
That's right, and they want you to take a close look at these pictures. He's 25-year-old Keith Montgomery, and he's believed to be armed and very dangerous. Let's get right to our Nick Monticelli. He joins us now. Nick, what are you hearing about the manhunt for this guy? Where does it stand at this hour?
Carmen, good evening. The Detroit Police Department has fugitive task force, special ops, and even more officers on the streets trying to find Keith Montgomery because he allegedly was firing shots inside of this home at officers and near his own children. You can see behind me many of the windows busted out of this house because of all the tear gas inside. And all of this started because of a domestic fight between Montgomery, his ex-girlfriend, and her new boyfriend.
Yep, they told me that when they was over at the house. Told everybody to go back in the house.
This neighbor is just known as Spoon in this area, an area where everyone was told to stay inside and stay away from the windows. Dozens and dozens of police officers were trying to get a suspect to come out peacefully.
I just seen the officers out here, you know what I'm saying, in the tank, and, you know, asking the person to come out or whatever, whoever he is, I don't know.
All of this was early this morning. A 911 caller said someone was outside of this house firing a gun. As soon as officers got there, he ran inside and upstairs.
Refused, yelling, screaming. At that point, he threw the cinder blocks down. Seconds after that is when he started firing down the staircase.
Officer Harry Taylor was one of 4 officers inside. They say Keith Montgomery is the one firing the shots. And this all started with the fight between Montgomery and his ex-girlfriend, who lives here, along with their 3 small children. Officers were able to get the mom and kids outside. They thought Montgomery was still inside, which prompted all of this, which lasted hours. In the daylight, you can see the busted-up house as cops tried to find Montgomery inside. It turns out he slipped out the back door.
It's very frustrating. There's no doubt about it. But in the end, we will get him.
Now, coming up on Local 4 News at 6, we're going to tell you the other side of this story. It turns out that the mother, the ex-girlfriend in this situation, was also uncooperative. There were 3 small kids inside of this house, ages 1, 2, another one under 5. One of them couldn't even walk. So as bullets are flying around, she's fighting with the officers. So heroic officers are trying to get kids out of the home as the bullets are coming down the stairs. You will hear from those officers at 6. We're live on Detroit's East Side. Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
All right, we look forward to that, Nick. But what more do we know about Keith Montgomery? Does he have a criminal record?
A very minor one, Carmen. I just talked to the commander here in the 11th precinct saying that he's got a couple of traffic violations, some warrants for that. Also a warrant for a misdemeanor marijuana possession, but apparently nothing violent.
Right. All right, well, look forward to your report coming up at 6.